I don't know. They just did really good graphics. Tobacco stuff. Cigars. This is half a cigar box. That advertising is amazing. It's so hard for me not to keep it for myself. You can make any kind of an assembly. You just look for bits and pieces. I look for a lot of advertising, and this is just amazing piece. I'm glad that it's made itself that far in life to become a Christmas assembly for you. Oh, it's so cool. Oh, yes. In today's video, we are doing assemblies. I've been going through my stash. If you've been watching my journey channel, you know I am doing a fall reset, going through my inventory. And I got a lot of Christmas, and I need to weed it out. So my obsession with buying Christmas is your benefit of maybe having one of these beautiful pieces in your own home. Oh, it's so cool. Though I'm keeping them kind of simple right now. I'm not going like overboard. Oh, I will be going overboard. Don't you worry about it. So one of the things I wanted to add in, Santa. Every time I always remember the Elf movie. Santa, I know him. Though I feel like I gotta do a little, it's so hard to do beard maintenance. So I'm going to stick a little bit of hot glue. Please don't melt. Please don't melt. Please don't melt. Please don't melt. Oh, because his beard is falling off. And they gave him the world's longest chin, neck. I'm sure y'all have seen these guys. And you're like, where's this beard? Well, unfortunately. And then if you put a new cotton ball, it doesn't match necessarily, the cotton. I mean, I guess you could coffee tea stain dye it and, but, buying these guys could tell quite a story, but at least it's attached now and not falling down his face. So tacky, they are so great. I'm sure his beard was probably supposed to come down there one day. Maybe a cat gnawed on it. I don't know. Okay, so we're gonna stick him in a box, but a lot of times these guys, stuck his landing. I didn't know if he would stick up or not. So I have some of these yummies that are pieces and parts that I made a few years ago, just taking salvage pieces. And I think these might have been Dollar General trees, but I thought I want something tall. We are making, we're not tall enough. Hold on, let me move that camera. We got it in the shot. So I just thought I wanted something tall. It's still almost not even in the shot. Anyway, you get the gist. Right there. Hello, the tip's right here. So not all of these are going to be glued together. Some of it's going to be something that you're going to have to reassemble. I just absolutely love these salvage pieces. I know over the years, like some of them I painted, some of them I left natural wood. Not everybody wants everything painted. I don't understand. So I'm just trying to even the tree out. I can do the hack of fluffing them back up, but okay. And I do just happen to have 3, and they're all 3 different bases. So we have the tall. Right there, you've got the cutest little vignette already. A lot of my decor in my Christmas is gathering things up, putting it in boxes, making little stories, little dollaраmas, and just little areas of my house. And it was so hard. I know I wanted to keep this box. Love this box. That's okay. I like to get stuff out to you guys, and you guys support me in all that I do. So, but now I need some fillers. I didn't have anything that necessarily matched the same trees. And I didn't know, do you add more wording when you already have this lovely wording? But I did have some ginormous snowflakes. Oh gosh, let's not wish on snow already, right? I only had one of those, and then I had one of these, but I'm kind of hanging them off the side there. But I needed still something hard. Part of any project is coming up with how you want to accessorize it. But I have like the color of this little plastic Santa mug I thought it would be so, but his hand does not fit in there. I tried. It does not bend, this little, but so I'm like, well, can I make it fit if I put it on here? There's a will, there's a way, right? I'm like, I just don't have anything tall enough. There we go. And this little mug. I didn't know how short I needed it. You know how that goes. He's Santa holding his mug. Oh my gosh, that's funny. It's just one of those that I'm like, okay, well, if I was putting this in my house, I would add this little guy. Yeah, they used to be ornaments. I love the white against his red, and he kind of sits there. Sometimes you get to play, talk nice. It's like playing with dolls, just a different version of dolls. And then look at this little sweet guy. Oh my gosh. Okay, so then I'm going to stick him over there. I got to fill in that blank space, so take him out. I think they're okay matches. I have so many bottle brush trees, you guys. It's probably a little ridiculous, but there, that fills in that hole. I don't think that, well, that might just push him forward just a little bit more. Let me just get his booty back there so that he's nice and cozy. How cute is this? I got it on a Whatnot sale. It's just so stinking cute. Look at the little drawers. But right away, I envision Christmas in it. Now, it's made from MDF board. You can see that it's gotten wet. It definitely is showing its age, but that's the character and charm that it gives it. And I could just see Mr. and Mrs. Claus inside there. And I just by chance have a Mr. and Mrs. Claus. Mrs. Claus is always the hard one to find. So if you ever see it out and about and see one in a pair that matches, snag those right up. Though I'm not sure what's going on with her glasses, but that's just how they made her. Now you can see that if I just set them in there, they just kind of sink down. So I'm going to fill it up with some Dollar Tree floral foam. See how that just works perfectly to lift them up and they're not sinking inside, though you can kind of see that foam from the front. So I think I need to kind of take it down, just slice it a notch. Floral foam luckily is really easy to cut. So I'm going to go ahead and glue this in. I think it'll just help that I don't have to cut the whole piece of foam. Just something to rise Mrs. and Mr. Claus up. Add some foam to the other. As you can see, those are much deeper. But whatever I put in there, if I don't fill it up with foam, will kind of just sink in there and you won't be able to see it. So I think Mr. and Mrs. Claus would look good in the middle, trying to keep so you can still see the kitchen. Have a whole bunch of bottle brush trees. If you ever find red ones, snag those up too, just like Mrs. Claus. And then those were a Hobby Lobby last year, little miniatures. So I'm just kind of playing, this is our adult version of playing, trying to figure out what to do, not to make it all red and white, just trying to accent them a little bit. But anything I would put that would be tall behind them was kind of covering up the kitchen, and I didn't want that to happen. I wanted you to be able to see that fun lettering. Now, if I wanted these tall, I'd leave them on their base, but I want them shorter, so I'm just going to go ahead and take some pull off, some screw off, but that, as you see, kind of just shortens it so it's not sticking way above. These little red and white trees were Hobby Lobby this year in the miniatures. I don't know why they were only red and white, but maybe they're still unpacking and bringing it all in. But I love the little trees. Yeah, I don't think you can ever have enough little trees because it always seems they're great fillers. Now these flock trees are from Hobby Lobby last year. I don't know if they still have them or not, but basic white is always nice. And even with the glittery ones, I think they fit in just fine, and especially that white against that red background. And oh yeah, we got to have ourselves a little bit of green. I've got a green piece I want to add in here later, so I want to add those little hints of these glittery green trees. The red ones, I'm going to take these off the base, so one, you have a little bit of metal to stick into that foam, and it does make them a tad bit shorter. Mrs. and Mr. Claus kind of have a roly belly, so if I push them towards the back, they kind of like they don't look right. So I need to back something behind them so they're more of a straight up and down. So I'm trying to like, what do I have? I do have some floral stems that are vintage. Look at that. I think they would be super cute though. I am going to have to cut them up to fit them behind. That's what they were made for, but I'm going to leave that 19-cent tag on there. I know. We got to use them though. If it's just sitting in our stash, what good is it doing? Me too. I'm not going to take the 19 cents off, but I'll have to cut it down. It's funny, somebody takes tags off for that. So now the florals are kind of pushing them out, so I do have to glue the bottom of them a little bit. So some of this is going to be glued in, some of it's not going to be glued in, but I need them to stay in place. So I need to bring some more of that element in. Since I added it to the back, it kind of just looks like you've been added in. So now I'm going to cut it even more farther apart and add it kind of here and there in between the trees, and then in front of Mr. and Mrs. Claus to cover up that green floral foam. I'm going to go ahead and start adding in my white trees, not taking the base off those to keep them a little bit taller. And then I'm going to take the bottom off the green. That'll make that a little bit shorter. I really want to get a little bit of a green element in here. Okay, what would a kitchen utensil be without some little kids? So I had to go in my stash and figure out what that I had was small enough to be able to fit in there. And then these are some plastic bulbs that I think I'm just going to take those off to glue them in. That way you don't have to worry about the strings or anything like that. It needed that pop of color in here. So now I added the green in. I kind of switched those around. I did glue those in place. They don't glue very well. But I have one of my store tags. That's why I needed to add the green in there to get that 25 in there. And then like the tins are more just as a backing, because they don't necessarily, I didn't have anything small enough, or it was either too large or too small. So cute. We got a number 25 in there. How cute is this little plastic sled? I'm pretty sure it's probably more vintage than we think, though. There's not a mark or anything. Vintage 20 years plus, right? I don't know. Everybody's terminology of that is a little bit different. But as soon as I saw it, I'm like, I knew that I'd have somebody who could sit perfectly in it. Oh, yes, we are bringing out, I call him Bendy Knee Pixie Owl. He's so cute. Now, not everything has to be difficult. So I thought just putting some greenery in with him would be so perfect. So let's get this taken apart. I'm not sure all what we need to use, but I know that the stems are going to be way too long. So we are just going to cut those off now. Whether I need all 3 pieces, I don't know about that either, but they're all gone. So sometimes it's just as easy as, they're so cute, y'all. So I'm going to cut a little bit more down. If you know me, you know I have a little bit of a cute obsession with these little guys. My obsession becomes your guys' benefit, because then you don't have to look for them. Yeah, let me see how he's. Oh, so cute. He's just hanging out in Santa's sleigh by the woods. I don't know. Do they stick it in the woods? I don't know. And since it's kind of clear, it's clear, but it's clear red, that I don't want to stick any floral foam in there. So we're just going to keep tucking all that little greenery in there until I think that I'm happy. The problem is you can't see, like, it's too long. Don't want them all to be the same height. Some of these assemblies, when you buy them, you'll have to adjust how it goes. It's one of the things that makes them so cute. And then this is super easy, y'all. I mean, everything like there just fits for themselves. And then I have a grocery store price tag. And I wasn't sure what I wanted. Did I want him to hold it? But we don't want to cover up his face, so I'm going to make it fit. I might have to take one of these, cut that off. I don't want you to cut it off. Hold on, give me a second. Design that you want, and then it will cut. But there, now I have something that will hold that. I look for all year long is some type of tin, be it green, red, the traditional Christmas colors. Look at this plaid, and yes, it's a it's a tobacco tin, but very cool piece. Now I know I love him. I just got him, but once I put his white against that white, and his crazy little eyes are so stinking funny, I couldn't help myself. So then I was matching up some bottle brush trees that would go in here, but I need to fill this in a little bit. So we're just going to do some floral foam. Okay, so this is what it looks like inside, but I wanted to stick these in. And since he had wonky eyes and they are wonky in a way, I thought that was perfect. And I like that dark green with this. But once you get it all in there, it ends up being a nice tight package. Sometimes hot glue will melt. It's like a spider moving. That's kind of scary. Just gonna try to get that pushed down in there. Hold it so it kind of sticks in there. And then I have this other one. That one, they're thrifted and they've been in a box for a year. Sometimes you got to do a little maintenance on them. A little maintenance. Oh, there we go. Take that little bottom off too. Now the way I pack that in would make sense, wouldn't it? That's so funny. Okay, now I gotta figure out how he's going to sit in there. I'm always hoping not to glue them, but I bought his little, I think his little leg sticking out is hilarious. Come on, little guy. There, then you can see both trees. Stick him in, stick his little legs out. So what about this idea? Since he kind of looks like he's lit, let's put a couple of these vintage. These are some oversized ones. I'll probably have to get those kind of glued in place, but that brings out that red. That's funny. Oh, there again, I'm going to try not to glue him the best as I can. Go right into that floral foam. Now these are breakable glass, but the red matches his red. Not all reds are created equal. They're not all the same. Not all blacks are the same. Blues. Oh, I think I need a little chunk. It's too deep. There you go. Things we have to do as creators. That way, then I can stick it into the foam. Glue back onto them. I feel like he needs something right here, a third element. I know that it's not quite as white, but I think the 25 register tag makes up for that. But see, it needed something right in between. Oh, it's so cute. So now I have a holiday tobacco tin. I know, but they just make the right colors, y'all. And then I have this. His beard's much better. He's a cutie. And then he still has his little tag, his Japan sticker. He's pretty cute. Scary cute, tacky cute, whatever way you want to look at your cuteness. And it's so hard just to, make look good. So we need to fill this up. And I feel like I'm going to do some greenery, even though it's not quite the green that I was hoping. I looked around, but I'm like, I just didn't want to do the bottle brush trees with this one. Oh, I need my cutter. A little bit of the... Oh, I don't need to cut off that much of the stem. Come on. There you go. Figure out which way is the front. Then I have this one that I've already kind of taken apart, used on other projects. We don't throw too much away, do we? I do like to mix my greens together. Oh, I think I got that one backwards. There. So if you fill it up full enough, you don't have to worry about covering up that floral foam. And stick his little boots in there. I don't necessarily want to, but I want to push him in here. Hold on. Wait for me. There we go. Now we can work some more of it around. Oh, Santa down, Santa down. It's okay, because we're just going to work this in with him. I wasn't trying to do like in your face lots of Christmas. Oh, we'll get there. We'll get there. Don't you worry. Kind of like he's hiding in the fullest. And then that way it'll keep him in there. I would like a little bit taller back here, so I grabbed another stem, and this one's bigger. I ordered these off. I didn't order off Reagan House this year. Hopefully I'm not too late. I might be. Who knows? There we go. And then kind of weave it in with the other so it stays up. It's funny, just sometimes this little part just pushes it out, so I'm going to chop it off. Anything really in place if you don't have to. Feel like I want some right there. So now I have these. I believe they're newer bubble lights. I love that they were clear. The strand didn't work, but I thought how fun to make Santa look like he was. Let's see, starting his decorations. I like the clear. I'm pretty sure they're breakable. I was thinking about this little book, but I'm not sure. Yeah. Now, I definitely do not think that it's too early for Christmas by any means. Oh, and if you've been watching our Journey channel, you know that I have been doing some fall cleaning, spring cleaning, going through my inventory. And y'all, when I buy vintage, I want to share it with you. Not everybody has the opportunity to go out or the opportunity to find it. So these are simple, but you just wait. There are so many more to come this season. I cannot. When you have to organize your stash, you know you have a lot of Christmas. So thank you so much for watching. Remember, these will be up on eBay for anybody that's interested in bidding on them and having a little piece of one of my creations and assemblies in their home. Thanks for watching. We will see you next time, and you can see what I'm up to. Bye.